Hey guys, I'm back playing Halo on Heroic, the way it was meant to be played. My book was published yesterday. And I'm here unscripted to talk about that. To celebrate, I bought Halo 2, or the remastered edition of Halo 2 for the Master Chief Collection, and I'm playing it on PC. It's a big old nostalgia trip for me, and I'm loving it. I can't,
How's it going, Malta?
It's been a while. It's been a good 6 weeks or so since I played any significant amount of video games, just because I've been so busy with the build-up to this book release. But it's been released now. It's a thing. The Descendant is on Amazon. I'll definitely put a link down in the description. This is my first time playing Halo on PC. So, if there's any awkwardness, it's because I don't know the controls. I don't know the buttons. I was too excited to look at the controls and I get to play Halo again. Halo helped me start writing, in conjunction with Battletech. They occurred roughly at the same time. I've mentioned before, how I loved Battletech and its giant robots and thought that was cool and amazing, and I started writing Battletech fanfiction. Part of how I expanded, how I came into my own universe, started writing my own thing, not based off of someone else's idea, was because the Fermi paradox wouldn't fit into Battletech. Halo here is part of what helped me stumble onto the Fermi paradox. Because Halo's got all these aliens, and Battletech has giant robots. And I thought both things were cool. I was in my early teen years at the time. So, to me, that was the epitome of cool, the most awesome. Master Chief was my superhero. And, what would have been cooler than to combine the two things? Battletech didn't have any aliens, and I thought that was kind of weird. So I loosely took these genocidal aliens from Halo and put them into Battletech to try and make one thing that was cooler than both. Because, Halo's pretty cool, but then you throw giant robots into it and it's cooler, right? And Battletech with giant robots and all that lore is pretty cool. And then you throw genocidal aliens into it and it's cooler, right? Because more is more. Not always, but you get my point. Let me look at my sticky note here. Like I said, I got 5 things I scrawled with a pen on a sticky note instead of actually writing a script for this like I have been doing. I've been writing for years. I've got multiple finished full-length novels completed, written, and I finally got one published. And I know I've given a lot of credit to Battletech for inspiration in the past, but I have to give credit to Halo too. It's not just a Battletech thing. Just playing this game, this nostalgia trip is giving me the feels. And I wrote all these books and I finally got one published. The Descendant is a thing now. I have a book. And that, on top of this nostalgia trip, is just... adds a whole lot of emotions. There's too many different flavors coming at you at the same time. I don't have words big enough. I don't have words powerful enough to explain the full spectrum of what I'm feeling, of how I feel about this. I'm extremely proud. I'm honored. I'm no longer a writer. I'm not just some savant hammering on my keyboard like a chimp. I'm published. I'm an author now.
They're retreating. We won.
And that's a thing.
This is bad. Real bad.
I don't think I can describe to you how I feel about that. I could write a whole nother book about the past 72 hours worth of emotions. The fear, the apprehension, I have to show people this, but I'm terrified of being judged at the same time, but I have to show people this because I made this thing purely out of my head. And some people just don't understand. I would be writing the story whether I was getting published or not. It's in my head. I have to get it out. I have to make room for other things so that I can think, so that I can sleep at night. And now it's done, and I get to go on to the next part. The publisher has already asked me to send them the full manuscript for the second book. And a very rough release date has been set for that, although no official contract has been signed, so technically it's still up in the air. But paraphrasing in their words, if they're going to publish one book, they might as well publish them all, right? So I might have a whole series coming out. This might be a thing. I might be making my own franchise. History in the making. Potentially. I can dream. Because I've proved time and time again to myself, to everyone else that knows me, that watches me, that follows this. Dreams do come true. Dreams are possible. And that's a different can of worms that I could go into. But I don't want to ramble and make the spiel in this video longer than it has to be. This is supposed to be just an announcement. The Descendant has been published. It's on Amazon. Link in the description. Please go have a look. And most importantly, or at least most importantly to me, if you want to help, I mean, don't get me wrong, buying my book is great. It means so much to me just to have people interested and to share an idea, to share thoughts. And the best way to help is not necessarily buying the book. I mean, it is. But if you buy the book, the best way to help after that is to actually leave a review. The way the algorithm works with Amazon. Once we can get 50 reviews on the book, then Amazon puts the book into their pool of suggestions. So when people are looking at books in general and have read other science fiction things, and Amazon's like, hey, because you liked this book, maybe you'll like this one too, and start offering my book as a random suggestion to people. So I don't want to sound selfish, but I don't have a better way to say this. So please buy my book. And if you buy my book, please leave a review on Amazon. Because that'll help the algorithm, it will help other people find the book, and it will help more books sell. And just like Halo and Battletech and Warhammer 40k and the Ender's Game universe and Starship Troopers and every other big story in science fiction. It's a story. It's an adventure to tell. I'm just telling stories. Keep you updated on how it goes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for everything. For being here. Not necessarily just for watching me on YouTube. It's just a thing I'm doing for fun. It's an excuse for me to play video games. Because I don't have enough time to do that anymore. But thanks for the interest in the book. To everyone, to everything, for the help, for the support. For the editing, for the little ideas, for all those times I asked, is this too much? It means a lot. It means so much that I don't have words for it. The book is my baby, and it's out in the world now. Like any guy having a baby, it changes you. I'm gonna shut up before I go too far down the rabbit hole. Thanks for watching, guys. Books on Amazon, links in the description. The Descendant is a thing now. Please look at it. My grandfather painted the art for it, and I think it's fantastic. I could not be more proud to have his artwork on the cover of my book and be able to show both of them together to all the people in the world at the same time. I'm gonna keep shooting aliens. See you guys around. Thank you.